if I did this.
For the most part, Teen Wolf was more about relationships and teen angst than it was about scary monsters. But over the 6-year run, the show did give us some truly terrifying mythology. If you're enjoying these trips back to Beacon Hills, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell so YouTube will alert you when I upload. At number 10 on my list of the most terrifying Teen Wolf creatures, it's the Anukete. While it looked terrifying, a little bit like a skinned weasel if I'm being honest, this creature couldn't do much physically and was more acting out of its own fear and a desire for self-preservation. The Anukete could generate irrational fear in large numbers of people across large areas. It could also turn you to stone if you look too close and manifest visions of all your worst fears to distract and disarm you.
Especially.
But the Anukete comes in last on my list because besides turning you into a statue, it wasn't all that powerful and was easily defeated. Basically, the Anukete is just a raw nerve generating fear that it then feeds on to become stronger as it tries to evade getting captured again by the wild hunt. But if you can get close enough without looking, just drop some mountain ash on its ass and be done with it. Next up, it's Demon Ninjas. The Oni are at number 9 on my list of most terrifying Teen Wolf things. Terrifying to look at and hard to stop, the Oni seemed scary, but they were really only puppets. At the start of their arc, Nishiko sent them out to find out which one of Scott's pack was possessed by the Nogitsune. They literally just wanted to stare deeply into your eyes and then mark you as clean. And they were completely harmless, unless you tried to stop them from completing that mission.
Could you page Melissa McCall for me, please?
It was only after the evil Nogitsune took charge of the Oni that they turned savage and stabby and killed a bunch of people. So you shouldn't really fear the Oni. You should fear whoever is controlling them.
I'm just so hungry!
At number 8 is a creature we didn't see too much of on the show, but I found them immediately terrifying. Wendigos are scary because they eat people. They don't have some big master plan to take over the world. They're not particularly evil. They're just hungry, and you are on the menu.
I couldn't help it. I'm so hungry.
I didn't even find these displays of teeth and bloody biting all that scary. What scared me was the big refrigerator in their house with more than a dozen human bodies. They were all hanging there like cattle carcass. That's you. That's where you would end up in this scenario, and that is terrifying. At number 7, I've ranked the out-of-control alpha, Peter Hale, in Season 1. I've said before, when you see a werewolf in this state of full beast mode transformation, you can count on 2 things. It is very angry, and it is not very smart. Super fast and super strong, alphas in this state are near perfect killing machines. Big, dumb killing machines. Number 6 on my list of most terrifying Teen Wolf creatures is whatever Kate turned into. I mean, we called her a were-jaguar, but that woman had some serious powers from an Aztec god working for her. She did that whole de-aging thing with Derek that still has yet to be explained. She could also manufacture and command her bear skull boys to totally F you up. Kate was a scary badass before she turned. She became truly terrifying once she came back. The Beast of Gévaudan lands solidly in the middle at number 5 on my list. I'm talking here about the original 18th century version, not the confused Dread Doctor remix. Big, powerful, and nearly impossible to kill, the Beast murdered people just for the fun of it. With the help of that mega simp Marcel, he literally stacked bodies like Legos in the basement. This kind of killer scares the crap out of me because there's no pattern. There's nothing to indicate that I'm not this killer's type or target because they have no type or target. They just kill whoever crosses their path. Also, you can't reason with crazy, so there's no way to get out of an encounter with the Beast. Speaking of the Dread Doctors, they are number 4 on my list of terrifying Teen Wolf creatures. The Dreads are literally the boogeyman from children's stories. They come in the night and take you away. That's scary, but what's truly terrifying is that they then change you into something scary. Well, first they bury you alive, which is a particular fear of mine, but then when you claw your way out of the grave, you're not yourself anymore. If that weren't enough, the Dread Doctors then judge you and kill you if you don't live up to their impossible standards, which is another particular fear of mine.
You're gonna forget me.
I won't. I won't. It won't.
Being forgotten by everyone who loves you is perhaps the most diabolical fate that Jeff Davis and the Teen Wolf writers ever came up with. That's what the Ghost Riders do. They not only take you away physically, they steal everything about you from the world. There's a saying that is so old that no one remembers who said it first. It goes something like, everyone dies twice. The first time is when you stop breathing, and the second time is when the last person who remembers you stops breathing. The Ghost Riders basically kill you twice all at once, which is why they're number 3 on the most terrifying list.
Everyone has it, but no one can lose.
My penultimate terrifying creature of Teen Wolf is the Nogitsune. Unpredictable and insatiable, the Nogitsune will stab you in the stomach, shoot you with an arrow, or blow some shit up just for lulz.
Get down!
It's also able to trap you in hallucinations and take over your body with a housefly. Like some of the others on this list, the greatest fear with the Nogitsune is the loss of self. You become something else and have no control.
And I decided it's their turn to be afraid.
Now we come to the number 1 most terrifying creature seen on Teen Wolf. This one is going to get me killed in the comments, but the scariest thing on the whole show are the humans. In real life, humans are the most terrifying things ever to live. In Teen Wolf, humans kill more people and do more damage than any other creature on the show. From hunters slicing folks in half to that man-child that controlled the Kanima, humans on this show suck. I mentioned earlier that all the Anukete could do was generate fear. All the stuff the humans did in response to that fear was all inside them to begin with. That suspicion of people who aren't like them and a willingness to resort to violence is there all the time. It's just waiting to be triggered by some perceived threat. Humans are easily manipulated and unpredictable, and I would much rather meet a Teen Wolf were-coyote or a chimera in a dark alley than one of the humans from this show. Thanks for indulging me and watching my top 10. Let me know what scares you most down in the comments, and check out the channel for more Teen Wolf content.